Howdy f***ers, it's Piper. My OnlyFans is live. Today's video was supposed to be about Timothy Heller because people keep asking me about it, but I can't bring myself to give a crap because I have other things on my mind, so I'm getting them off today. Oh my god, I am just so pissed. Okay, anyway, I was afraid to say any of this stuff out loud before because I was really quiet about it, but now I no longer give a single solitary f*** about anything, so I'm just going to say it anyway, no matter what is downstairs or who can hear any word of this. My father's girlfriend is a narcissist, and I've seen her exhibit 7 out of the 9 symptoms in 2 different settings, so I feel pretty confident for an armchair diagnosis. But anyway, long story short, she comes into our lives acting like she's some rich nurse, and it turns out she's actually a broke as CNA, and she starts mooching off of us. CNA is a certified nursing assistant, so she also started out with the love bombing, like really laying it on thick to get me to like her. Well, she recently dropped the act because my father let it slip that I don't like her, and now she's mad, and she's like made it her personal mission to torture me in like any way she sees possible. And guess what? Dad doesn't believe me because I'm just mean and aggressive for standing up for myself, and she's done so much for me and blah 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 blah. She's so great. He's drinking her Kool-Aid. So the first thing she does, is refuse to let my father pick me up if he's driving her car, and then she stopped letting him drive me places in his car because, quote unquote, she pays for the gas, which she doesn't always anyway, by the way. And by the way, I live in an area with toxic water, so now for the past month or so, I've had to go to the grocery store nearly every day to carry gallons of water back to my room because I drink practically an entire gallon of water every day, and I have to go to get groceries, cat food, litter, etc., etc., etc. So I just keep telling myself, this is fine, I'm getting exercise, I'm building muscle, but so far I'm not strong enough to pick her up and toss her fat ass out of the house yet, so I'm not satisfied. But anyway, then one day, my face started swelling up. Then I woke up the next day, and it had spread to my under eye area and gotten even bigger. But the doctor's office, which is within walking distance, was closed for the weekend, so I had to go to the urgent care center, which was all that was open. But it was a really long walk, and I was worried I wouldn't even get there in time. So I asked my dad to please take me to the fucking urgent care center, but no, because his girlfriend told him all I needed was a Benadryl, and she's a CNA. She went to school for 5 whole weeks. She knows what she's doing. So I told him I'm not taking medical advice from a CNA, and he starts yelling at me like, dude, you know what a CNA does? A CNA turns people over every so often and wipes their ass. I mean, there's a little more to it than that, but a CNA is not qualified to give medical advice or prescribe medication. So anyway, I called up my mom and showed her the picture of my swollen face, and she took me to the urgent care center, and I go in there, and hold on, before I continue the story, who wants to place their bets now on whether or not Benadryl would have helped me? Going in 3, 2, 1, Benadryl would not have helped me because my face was filled with a giant pocket of pus. In other words, I had an infection in my face, a big bloated infection in my face. So apparently it started out as an ordinary zit, but then I popped it and I put my mask over it to go do kung fu, and that mask kept me breathing all this filthy bacteria all over my face, which then got infected. I could not wait until this fucking pandemic is over and I don't have to wear masks anymore. Oh my god, this is just so ironic. You wear a mask because you don't want to get sick and you don't want to spread sickness, and then you Anyway, the doctor said she didn't want to cut my face open, so I was prescribed with an antibiotic. Days later, my face is mostly back to normal now, thankfully. But I could have gotten sepsis and or died because my father decided that his girlfriend's enormous ego was more important than my health, and he won't even admit he was wrong. She won't admit she was wrong. She was just sat there steaming like I purposefully injected a pocket of pus in my face to spite her or something. I will never understand narcissists. It's like everything they do is for the sole purpose of protecting their fragile egos, and they don't care about anything else. So then, the next day, I come home with my groceries, and she corners me in the doorway and starts bitching at me for waking her up. P.S. She decided to sleep on the couch next to the front door in the middle of the day. No, you don't get to be a dumbass and then keep me from living my life. So I pushed past her and told her that she should take a fucking Benadryl and see if that helps, and I started being extra loud just to spite her. I'm not letting anyone put my life at risk and then push me around like they have a right to control me. But my dad, he comes out and he looks at me like I killed somebody. How dare I rock the boat? He just wants me to try to get along with her and be submissive. And he cut me off every time I tried to explain that she was being aggressive. So I was like, f*** it, and I started packing my stuff. And now he's in my face, trying to talk to me and ask me where I'm going. But it's none of your damn business where I go. You lost any right to my life when you decided her feelings were more important than my health. Of course, I can't just pick up and leave without money. So if anyone wants any not safe for work art, or to see my actual ass, you can support me on OnlyFans. Also, I still have a Patreon. So anyway, later I find his girlfriend's resume, which she sent on top of my boxes. it was filled with really bad grammatical errors, by the way, and she's not using our address. She's using the address for an apartment in government housing. So just when I thought she couldn't get any worse, she's committing Section 8 housing fraud and cheating someone else out of a home. So just in case she gets violent with me, I went around the house to take pictures of all the stuff in the house to prove that she's been living here for a year and stealing money from the government. I still haven't figured out what the right thing to do is, but when I was going around the house collecting evidence, I found the downstairs litter box caked in shit. Like, it's supposed to be her responsibility because she brought a third cat into the house, but it was obvious she hadn't cleaned it in a month. It was completely f***ing disgusting. And then I checked the automatic litter box that's supposed to be like self-cleaning. It's supposed to like fry the turds or something. I don't know how it works. But I lifted the lid off and I found that there was tons of cat shit in there too. The smell was overwhelmingly horrible. I was shocked and disgusted. You guys know how much I baby my cats. And the ideas of them living like that was just too much to bear. And, I didn't know because I almost never go downstairs because I avoid her. So, I figured, what, she won't do her chores for her cat. I'm just going to have to do them for her. So I walked to the dollar store and, I bought all the litter I could carry back, and I started cleaning the downstairs boxes, which were, again, not even supposed to be my responsibility. And then when I started shoveling the shit out of the automatic litter box, she says, "It's not going to work because it doesn't have a pan in it." I'm sorry, she has a really gross redneck accent, so it's more like, "It's not going to work because it doesn't have a pan in it." Making excuses for herself. Like, what the hell, lady? Get a pan then, or scoop it. My cats deserve way better than this. All the cats in the world deserve better than this. Oh my god. And she shuts the door in my face like I'm annoying her by making noise, shoveling shit. So then she sees me cleaning out the other litter box, her cat's litter box, and she starts yelling at me to stop. She'll do it tomorrow. And I said no, and she just kept repeating that she'll clean it tomorrow and for me to stop cleaning it. Oh, I wasn't born on August 7th, 2020. I know you're not going to clean that. So I told her I was cleaning it whether she liked it or not and to get over it. And then she said, "Well, 3 cats shit in that box when really only one's supposed to be shitting in it, so there." Like, she actually said "so there" like a 4-year-old. So I replied, "What are you fucking retarded? A cat's gonna shit where a cat's gonna shit." I probably shouldn't have said that, of course, because that's offensive to people with mental disabilities, but I did say it. Anyway, she didn't have anything to say to that one, actually. I kind of broke her. Like, she just stopped working. Anyway, so now I'm up here internally screaming because I just took out 2 trash bags full of cat poop, and I just want out of this place so bad it's killing me. My cats deserve a nice clean environment. I deserve a nice clean environment. This is bullshit. This is disgusting. Anyway, okay, rant over. I'm done. Please rate and subscribe. Maybe check out my OnlyFans or Patreon since I just don't advertise enough, and blessed be motherfuckers. I can't right now. Oh my god, I just can't.